now. Right, you're live. So, is that live? Huh? Ah, is it working? Hey.
Well, people can see you now.
So, yeah, can you see my waving? All right, excellent, good stuff. Pam, I'm just. Can you hang on? I'm just going to mute the phone. Right. If I sit here, everyone can hear this. Testing 1, 2. Is that coming through? Hang on. Is that coming through? Fantastic. I will, because the sign is there until 7 o'clock. Fantastic. I can get a glass of wine. All right, quiz starts in a bit. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Sorry, love. Do these meatballs look okay?
Yeah.
So I just.
Yeah, just brown them and then add the sauce.
I'm not going to add the sauce to this. It's too fatty. I'm going to put it into another pan.
Okay.
But they look brown enough, don't they? They'll carry on cooking in the sauce, won't they?
Yeah.
Okay. This out.
Hello, mate. Yeah, I'll mute it now. Cheers, mate. Bye.
You can hear us.
Someone's just rung to say that every word we say can be heard, so I might just mute that. Right. Just need to get this sorted. 1 second. Right. Good evening. I hope you can hear me. Steph is going to be checking comments. So if anybody says anything, because I can't see the screen from here, if there are any comments like you can't hear me or anything's muted, then she will come in and tell me. But I hope everyone's ready for the quiz and you've got pen and paper. I've got my glass of wine here, and Tudor and Lindsay have just started up the Woodfield Crescent party over there, so that's why you can hear status quo in the background. But we're gonna crack on. So I'm assuming, Steph, glamorous assistant.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, all good. Can you see the comments?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all good. So we've got 4 rounds for you tonight in this very high-tech quiz. I tried to do screen sharing, but it really wasn't working, and I'm not techie enough to make it work. So there might be some very analog picture rounds coming your way. But just 4 rounds, so I think we'll get through it in about 40 minutes, and we can find out who is the quizVID-19 champion. So round 1. Round 1 is... I need my glasses. There they are. Right. Round 1 is the coronavirus internet meme round. So rather than having a round about coronavirus, because that's all a bit gloomy, we thought we'd look on some of the brighter things, some of the human humor that has been surrounding coronavirus. So question 1, if you're ready. Name any of the 4 tracks mentioned on the album Now That's What I Call Coronavirus. Okay, if you haven't seen this go around on the internet, then you can perhaps guess at some of the obvious tracks that might be on an album called Now That's What I Call Coronavirus. But it has been going around, so I'm sure you've seen it on your WhatsApp groups. So name any of the 4 tracks mentioned on the album Now That's What I Call Coronavirus. Question 2 is a picture round question. This is where we go very analog. I'm no expert on COVID-19, but can you fill in the blank? I'm no expert on COVID-19, but please fill in the blank. Okay, I hope we had enough of that one. I hope you can hear Tudor in the background there. Question number 3. Complete this line going around on the internet. Prince Charles is at home with COVID-19. His brother... So how does that finish? Prince Charles is at home with COVID-19. His brother, however, is... Fill in that blank. Prince Charles is at home with COVID-19. His brother is... And fill that one in. Question number 4. It's another picture round. 1 second. Much closer. I've had a request for this to be much closer. Right. You can only go out for 1 walk a day, says Boris. But which 1980s act completes this meme? Which 1980s act completes this meme? You can only go for 1 walk a day. And then the punchline comes below in the form of an 80s band. Hope that's enough, and it's not the Killers, if you can hear the Killers. Right. The next 3, so questions 5, 6, and 7, it's another picture round. Look at these 3. Move closer. Can you tell me 5, 6, and 7? So that's going from the left, 5, 6, and 7. These are all people who have covered songs on the web and they've put their own lyrics to it, all in honor of coronavirus. So which songs are they covering? From left to right, the lady in the green dress, the chubby lad with the maracas, and the guy with the eyebrows. Which songs are they covering in these well-traveled internet memes? They're all covering popular songs. So on the left, we've got number 5. In the middle, we've got number 6. On the right, we've got number 7. Can you tell us which are the songs that they have covered to make coronavirus themed? Okay, and we can come back to that, possibly. If Steph comes in and says someone's asked to go back to it, maybe we can go back to it. Right, question number 8. Complete this meme. Border police have just seized 2 tons of ... So what comes next? So this has been doing the rounds on WhatsApp groups and on Facebook and Twitter and everything. Complete this meme. Border police have just seized 2 tons of something. If you get the gist of it, it doesn't have to be exactly the right wording. You can give yourself a point if you get pretty close. Okay, number 9. This is David Bowie. He knew when to go out. He knew when to stay in. David Bowie was smart. Be like Bowie. But which song mentions these lyrics? I know when to go out. I know when to stay in. Which David Bowie song featured those lyrics? Okay, that's number 9. We want the title of the David Bowie song that is celebrated here. Okay, that was number 9. And this is number 10. Lots of people have seen this video. It's of a young lady who was very, very disappointed, to put it mildly, to find that lots of her favorite fast food was not available. There's no KFC, there's no Nando's, and she had to eat mummy's food. She was very, very unhappy. Because we're all very callous, it made us laugh. So anyway, this has been doing the rounds on the web as well. I need to know, what is her name? Her mother mentions her name as it goes through. So what is the name of this girl? She says, never mind. And she says the name of the girl. And she is now famous because we've all seen her and how she hates her mother's food. So what is the name of this girl? Right. So that's that. Are there any comments? Bunny, and just ask my glamorous assistant if there are any comments. If not, I mean, it's the same for everyone. So shall we go through the answers on that one? Or shall we do all the answers together? What do you think, love?
The answers to put together.
Okay, we'll do all the answers together.
2 rounds and maybe do the 2 rounds together.
Good idea. Good idea. So we'll crack on with the second round. So get a new sheet of paper or do whatever you need to do. The second round is just a geography round. Nothing too topical about this, but a few. It's just because we can't travel. So I thought maybe we could, just at least think about it. So the geography round. Question 1. Which country is home to the world famous Spanish riding school? I don't know if you can hear the music at the back. I guess it's quite nice. They're having a disco across the road. It's hosted by Tudor and Lindsay. Tudor, of course, who has he has a BAFTA for sound production. So he is our resident sound man. So question 1, which country is home to the world famous Spanish riding school? Question 2, which of these is furthest north? Is it the northernmost part of the Republic of Ireland or the southernmost part of Scotland? Which is furthest north? Is it the northernmost part of the Republic of Ireland, or is it the southernmost point of Scotland?
Lost sound.
Lost sound. Has everybody?
Lost sound.
Sorry?
Sona says she's lost sound.
Has everybody lost sound? Somebody is saying they've lost sound. We need to find out if this is a local problem. 1 second. Ian says he can hear Steph fine.
No.
Susie can hear us.
No, Karen's okay. Lynn's got sound.
Yeah. Soma, I think that's your problem. Jim's okay as well. Lots of people here. Right. Excellent. All the Burketts are on. Yeah. Excellent. Good. Just have a drink. Right. Question 3. Which European capital city was known as Christiania from 1624 to 1924? So which European capital city was known as Christiania from 1624 to 1924? We now know it by a different name. So which European capital city is that? And by the way, if anybody thinks of writing the answers in the live chat, it's not really playing the game, is it? So please don't do that. Question number 4. I'm just looking for slowdowns. No slowdowns. Question number 4. Which country is the only EU member to have a map of that country on its flag? So which country is the only EU member to have a map of the country on its flag? Just give you a moment. Yep, I think everyone can hear. It's great seeing all these names in here. Hi, Stephen Jane. Wonder if Mum's on here. Mum, if you're on here, can you leave a comment? Right, question number 5. On Sunday, tomorrow, after the clocks change, the sun will set on Ipswich, in the extreme east of the country, at 7:25. At what time will it set in Penzance? And I'll give you a little bit of leeway either way. So on Sunday, the sun sets in Ipswich at 7:25 p.m. At what time will it set in Penzance, in the extreme west of England? We're on time, that's 1:15. Question 6.
I've lost my internet connection.
Okay.
Have you?
I don't think I've lost my internet connection.
Okay.
Can somebody confirm it's still working?
Well, they can't with me because I've lost it.
Okay, Steph has lost her internet connection. Lawrence, can you still hear us? I can't see any comments.
Can someone WhatsApp?
All good. Yep, thank you, Susie. Yep, all good. Excellent. So that's just Steph, a local issue. Number 6. Which country is alphabetically first in the list of United Nations members? So question number 6. Which country is alphabetically first in the list of United Nations members? Okay, give you a while to think of that. So which country comes first alphabetically? I think they all sit alphabetically, so I guess they're down the bottom on the left. Number 7. Which country's national flag would you get if you rotated the German flag 90 degrees anti-clockwise? Flag 90 degrees anti-clockwise.
What was the time for the Penzance question?
The time for the Penzance question.
He's asking. Go back and do repeats after something.
Okay, I've just been asked to repeat one, so I'll repeat it now while I think about it. Question 5, we were asking, this Sunday, the sun will set in Ipswich at 7:25 p.m. The question is, at what time will it set in Penzance, right across the other side of the country? which is obviously later, but how much later? So what time will it set in Penzance? On to question number 8. Number 8, which Yorkshire town is famous for its licorice cakes? Licorice cakes. Number 8, which Yorkshire town is famous for its licorice cakes? It's a certain type of cake named after a Yorkshire town. Question number 9. After Australia and discounting Antarctica, because nothing really happens there, which is the second largest country entirely within the Southern Hemisphere? So after Australia, and not counting Antarctica, which is the second largest country entirely within the Southern Hemisphere? That's question number 9. Okay, and question number 10, UK geography. Which English cathedral was for over 200 years the tallest building in the world? Which English cathedral was for over 200 years the tallest building in the world? Okay, so that's the geography round. Is anybody asking for repeats?
Yeah, David's missed 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9. David, this is especially for you. Number 7, which country's national flag would you get if you got the German flag and rotated it 90 degrees anti-clockwise? So which country's national flag would you get if you turned the German one 90 degrees clockwise? Anti-clockwise, sorry. 8 was which Yorkshire town is famous for its licorice cakes? And 9, after Australia and not counting Antarctica, which is the second largest country entirely within the Southern Hemisphere?
Number 8 again, please.
Number 8, once more, is which Yorkshire town is famous for its licorice cakes? They are a delicacy that come from this Yorkshire town.
Sounds 5 minutes behind.
Okay. Yeah, I think this is freezing sometimes. Sorry if it's slightly buggy, but I think that's just because on a Saturday night with everyone at home,
Then like 5 again, please.
it's a bit oversubscribed. Number 5 again. This is proving problematic. On Sunday, the sun will set on Ipswich at 7:25 p.m. At what time will it set on Penzance, over in the west of the country? I need the time that the sun will set over Penzance. Okay. Good. Well, I hope that's clear.
Give me a couple of minutes. I've lost your feet, so I can't see them.
Okay.
Ask me more questions and check them more.
Okay. Are Ant and Dec on after this? Yeah, I think so. Shall we do answers to those 2? Or any more? No, I can't see any more questions on the comments. So shall we give answers to those?
Musical interlude, Karen say.
Musical interlude. We've got a live music round coming up, so there'll be plenty of that. That's why we're here. Shall we do
Answers, yeah.
okay, answers to the first 2 rounds. Right. So the first 2 rounds. Right. So if you're ready to mark, we need to swap papers. So Sasha and Jamie, if you can just run down Harrowview Road to Susie. Oh, you're not allowed out. Okay. We'll have to trust you. We'll have to trust you to mark your own, but I'm sure you'll be honest because it's just for fun. Absolutely no prizes. But it is the inaugural quizVID-19 quiz, so you'll be the winners. The coronavirus internet meme round. Question 1 was, name any of the 4 tracks mentioned on the album Now That's What I Call Coronavirus. You could have had Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police, Lonely by Akon, I don't know how you pronounce that, but that's quite recent. I'm quite old. Fever by Peggy Lee or Toxic by Britney. You could have had any of those, and that gives you a point. Number 2. I'm no expert on COVID-19, but this is the cure. Yep, very good.
People posting their answers.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you post answers, okay, it's up to you, I guess. Question 3. Prince Charles is at home with COVID-19. His brother is at home with Virginia, 17. You get the point. I think lots of versions of that are going around. So Prince Charles is at home with COVID-19. His brother is at home with Virginia, 17. So any version of that, we know what they're trying to say.
Basically, Stephen Frankie on their WhatsApp group comparing their answers.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. The next one, number 4. Which 80s band completes this meme? You can go for 1 walk a day. Say no more. It's the Proclaimers, because they would walk 500 miles and 500 more. You get the point. The answer is the Proclaimers. 5, 6, and 7. That was another picture round. 5, 6, and 7 from left to right. So 5 is I Will Survive. You don't have to say Gloria Gaynor, but it was Gloria Gaynor. 6 is Copacabana, coronavirus. And number 7 is Ice Ice Baby, Virus Baby. I didn't particularly like that one, but he had good eyebrows. So that's I Will Survive on the left, number 5. Copacabana, number 6. Number 7 is Ice Ice Baby.
So you're looking forward to seeing Kirsty's rendition?
You get, and I understand that Kirsty at some point is going to live stream her version of Ice Ice Baby. So we look forward to that. Okay, number 8. Number 8, complete this meme. Border police have just seized 2 tons of toilet paper hidden in cocaine. So that's what we're looking for. Border police have just seized 2 tons of toilet paper hidden in cocaine. Julius finds that funny. Yeah. Number 9. This is David Bowie. He knew when to go out. He knew when to stay in. David Bowie was smart. Be like Bowie. That is from the song Modern Love off the Let's Dance album. So you need to write down Modern Love to get a point on number 9.
Toilet paper. Can I just have toilet paper, Lynn?
Yeah, well, I don't know, toilet, half a mark, I think, Lynn, because the whole point is toilet paper kind of wrapped in cocaine. It's not really funny, is it? Just toilet paper. Sorry, love. Last one, 10. The name of this girl who didn't like her mum's cooking, she is Layla. So if you've written down Layla, you get a point. She is called Layla. And she will hate it when she gets older, I'm sure.
Yes.
Right. So that was the coronavirus round. Steph, can you shut the door, please?
Who's dancing in the street?
Oh, that's good. People are dancing in Woodfield Crescent and Brunner Road. Or 2 meters distant, I'm sure. Number 2, geography round. Which country is home to the world famous Spanish riding school? Austria. It's in Vienna. What is furthest north? Is it the most northern bit of the Republic of Ireland, or is it the most southerly bit of Scotland? It is the Republic of Ireland. I think it's called Malin Head. It extends slightly further north than Scotland does south, which I thought was interesting. Sorry if you disagree. Julius, that's my wine. God, it's only 10. Which European capital city was known as Christiania from 1624 to 1924? That was Oslo. Number 4, the country that is the only EU member to have a map of the country on its flag is Cyprus. On Sunday, the sun sets in Ipswich at 7:25. The time it'll set in Penzance is 7:50. I think you can have I don't know, shall we say 2 minutes either way? Is that reasonable? That's what I'm saying, 2 minutes either way. So if you've said anything from 7:48 to 7:52 inclusive, you get a point, otherwise not. So it takes 25 minutes for the sun to move across the UK, England. Number 6, the country that is alphabetically first in the list of United Nations is Afghanistan. Number 7, the country's national flag that you would get if you turned the German flag 90 degrees clockwise is Belgium. The Yorkshire town famous for its licorice cakes is Pontefract. After Australia, the next biggest country entirely within the southern hemisphere, not counting Antarctica, is Argentina. And the English cathedral that was for over 200 years the tallest building in the world was Lincoln Cathedral. So if you got that, well done. Scores on the doors, people doing fairly well so far, I think. Right. Right, round 1, 7.5. My sister got 7.5. We'll go and get a drink if you'd like. Let's have a 30-second break, and then we'll get on with the next one, which is general knowledge. How's everyone doing? Ian got 7.
Brad got 2.
Ken got 5 out of 10, consistent. Oh, that's good. That's good. Suze. Mark, full marks. Really? Wow. Mike, 6.5 if we're allowed the half. I don't know what you're referring to, but if it was Lynn's half, then that's a half. Please repeat 4, 6, and 7. So the answers to 4, 6, and 7. 4, 6, and 7. 4 is Cyprus. 6 is Afghanistan. 7 is Belgium. Hannah has 14 out of 20. That's strong. Buffering issues. Answers again for 5, 6, and 7. 5 is 750, but you get a point if you've got anything from 748 to 752 inclusive. 6 is Afghanistan. 7 is Belgium. So you're absolutely right, Pram. It's about taking part, isn't it? So if we're ready, we can go on to general knowledge, which is round 3. There are 4 rounds in total, so this is going to be out of 40. And I'll just ask you to post your score at the end, and we can see who's done best. Okay, good point, Toby. But hey, if I get it wrong, then unless you put that, if you put that, I trust you. Toby has pointed out that the Kosovo flag has a map on it, so I trust Toby because he's smart. So Toby, you get a point for that. If anybody else put Kosovo, I guess you get a point as well. Okay, general knowledge. Question 1. Which actress born in 1905 was known as the original It Girl? So which actress born in 1905 was known as the original It Girl? Good point, Bruce. Is Kosovo recognized by the UN? I don't know, but if it's good enough for Toby, it's good enough for me. Number 1, which actress born in 1905 was known as the original It Girl? Number 2, which famous battle was fought 50 miles north of Tangiers on the 2nd of October, 1805? Which famous battle was fought 50 miles north of Tangiers on 2nd of October, 1805? Just going to pause for a second. Question 3. There's a bit of everything on this. Born 1988 in London, which comedian played Alfie Wickers, the worst teacher ever to grace the British education system? Born in 1988 in London, which comedian played Alfie Wickers, the worst teacher ever to grace the British education system? Shush, Julius, I'm live casting. Number 4. Yeah, thank you, Pam. Number 4, born in 1650, how was John Churchill better known to historians? Number 4, born in 1650, how was John Churchill better known to historians? Number 5, which Radio 2 DJ is scheduled in between Ken Bruce and Steve Wright? Which Radio 2 DJ, because that's what we listen to here, it's that inversion, to be fair. Which Radio 2 DJ is scheduled in between Ken Bruce and Steve Wright? Number 6, which English town was infamously targeted by a massive air raid on 14th of November 1940? Which English town was infamously targeted by a massive air raid on 14th of November 1940? Cheers. Can I raise a glass, incidentally, for Mr. John Burkett? You're self-quarantining like everybody else, but it's your birthday. So cheers, matey. Happy birthday. Right, number 7. Which famous literary spy, created in 1953, took his name from an American ornithologist? Which famous literary spy, created in 1953, took his name from an American ornithologist? It's not all history, Ken. Kenny's complaining. Is the Radio 2 question history? No. So number 7 again. Which famous literary spy, created in 1953, took his name from an American ornithologist? Question number 8. Which city was described in a poem by Matthew Arnold as that sweet city with her dreaming spires? Which city was described in a poem by Matthew Arnold as that sweet city with her dreaming spires? Number 9. In which city, another city question, can you find 2 18-foot high metal birds called Bella and Bertie? In which city can you find 2 18-foot high metal birds called Bella and Bertie? Sorry if this is coming across as Alan Partridge. And number 10, last one. Which famous game was originally based on the streets of Atlantic City, New Jersey? Which famous game was originally based on the streets of Atlantic City, New Jersey? So if you can just write down your answers to those, please. Now, does anybody want any repeats? I'm looking at the comments, if anybody wants some of those again. Otherwise, we go on to the next round. Yeah, the next round could be challenging. Right. Yeah, I may disqualify any anti-Liverpool comments here. Reference to no Premier title. Right, number 5 again for Susie. Which Radio 2 DJ is scheduled in between Ken Bruce and Steve Wright? David, you missed 3 and 4. Number 3. Who was that comedian? And David wanted 4. 4 again. Born in 1650, how was John Churchill better known to historians? That was question 4.
10 for Kirsty.
Number 10 for Kirst. Keep up, Kirst.
So question 3 for Jamie.
Okay, 3 and 10. Well, 3 again. We just had that. Which comedian born 1988 in London, played Alfie Wickers, known as the worst teacher ever to grace the British education system. Number 10 was which famous game was originally based on the streets of Atlantic City, New Jersey? Sorry, Jamie, if it's impossible. I try and give hints if I could, but it's the same for everyone. I might give you a hint by saying all these answers are somehow linked. Oh dear. Right. Pram has lost the feed. Can anybody respond to say they can still hear me? Or is it my end that's gone down? Is this still coming through? Can somebody reply to say it's still coming through? Anyone? There's a 10-second lag, so I'm waiting for your comments. Yep, Ian, yep, you can hear me. Excellent, right, good, you can hear me. Thank you for that. It may help you on this round to know that there is a link tying all of these answers together. And so that may help. So have a little think about that one, and I'll give you just a second while I have some more wine. Look at the answers that you've got and see if there's anything that tie them together. And especially if you can get question 10, that may help. So anyway, have a look, have a good think about question 10. And that may help you with the other answers. So Pram is back in the room. That's good. Right. We're now onto the music round. If everyone has had enough of that. This is partly through my inability to get music properly streamed and coming through on the laptop. So I'm afraid we're going analog. So I'm going to play 10 intros. You need to tell me what they are. And if everyone gets 0 out of 10, I'll put that down to my inability, not your ignorance. But let's see how we go, just to do it slightly differently. And apologies if you're bored of me doing this kind of thing because you go to Crispin's a lot. Right. Question 1. That was number 1. And I'm probably going to make mistakes now, so sorry about this. That was number 1. I do it again quickly. Number 2 is as follows. That's all you're getting. If you know it, you'll know it. Well, I'll do it again, but... That's number 2. Lawrence, for you, I will slow down. So we've had number 1 and number 2. I'll leave a little bit more of a gap between the bits. So coming up, I'm going to have to put that down now. Coming up is number 3. Okay, I'll play that one again. So this is the intro to which song? This is number 3. Okay, that's number 3. I'll just take a little sip. What's that? Oh, news from Brunner Road and Woodfield Crescent. The police have shut down the street party. So, yeah. So, BAFTA winners don't counts for nothing. It's a shame because I was quite enjoying it. But now I can hear slightly better. Right, number 4. What intro is this? I'll do that one again. No, I'll try and get it right. Do that intro again. Sorry, I know I'd get some wrong. That was number 4. So think about that one. Number 5 coming up. These are all quite sort of popular songs from all kinds of eras. I say all kinds of eras. They're at least 20 years old because I'm at least 20 years old. Okay, what is this one? Slightly different, but what was that song? That was a well-known song from the 80s. I'll play it again. Sorry, that was the Les Dawson version. So which song was that? That was number 5. So just a moment to think about that. I mean, on each of these, normally what we do is that you get half a point for the title of the song and half a point for the artist. But because I'm doing the artist no favors at all by covering these songs, and some are covers by various people, so it's just a point if you can name the title of the piece of music. Right. Number 6. What is this? That is number 6. Go for that again. That's number 6. All you have to do is name the song. Number 7. What is that song? That's the intro to which song? Recorded by at least 2 people. That's the clock. So that's 7:45. We're on time, on schedule. Okay, so play that again. This is number 7. This is the intro to which song? Okay, that was number 7. This is number 8. Sorry, that went a bit wrong, but mainly right. Do that one again. So this is number 8. Just name the name of the song, please. Okay, that was number 8. Just write down just the name of the song. Number 9. Right, that was the intro. It was a big hit. That was the intro to which song? I'll play it again. Okay, that was number 9.
Mark has asked if we can do a shout out for Elliot, who's 14 tomorrow.
Hey, we have another birthday. So, Elliot, happy birthday, 14 tomorrow. So, Elliot and John, happy birthday, both of you. Right. John and Elliot. Right, number 10. What is number 10? Sorry, I'll try that again. Nearly got it right. Number 10. Oh, sorry, that was a comment. Right, number 10, one more time. Okay, so that's all the music ones. Does anybody want anything playing again? Steph, are you looking at comments? Ken, you like this round? Sorry, I didn't do the Killers, the Crispins round. Fran has never heard these in Crispins. That's because you go home at midnight. Right.
2, please.
Wait, which one?
Number 2 from Susie.
Repeat 2. Repeat 2. All right, that's number 2, Suze.
Number 3.
Number 3, what was number 3? And so on. Number 5. Right, number 5. Rue and Lee, if you get that one wrong, I'm ashamed. Number 7. Number 7 was this. Number 10. Oh, 10 was quite a long one. Okay, 10. It's fun though. And Jamie wants number 6. This is number 6. Sorry, my wife's giving that one away. So that was 6. Any more?
Number 7, the cursed.
Number 7. We've just done 7.
I think Hattie, maybe she's still working.
Okay, 7. That was 7. Any more? Ian from Burnley wants 2. And pram number 6. Really? Again? Oh.
Number 10 last time.
Right, last time for number 10. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that the lot? Good. Right, if you'd all like to write down all your answers, and yeah, we can't swap them. I'll give you the answers to the last 2 rounds, and then you can add up your scores, and then if you put your scores in the comments, we can see who's the winner. So, just 1 second. Right, the general knowledge round. I did ask you to pay attention to question 10 in particular, that there was a connection between all of these. And I'm going to do this not in reverse order, but I'm going to tell you the answer to number 10 first, because it explains the others. Question 10 was, which famous game was originally based on the streets of Atlantic City, New Jersey? The answer to that is Monopoly. And you'll notice that questions 1 to 9 all have a link with Monopoly. And so if you spotted that, that might have made life a little bit easier for you. If you didn't, you know, maybe next time. Right, so question 1. Which actress born in 1905 was the original It Girl? She was Clara Bow. So Clara Bow, Bow Street. Number 2, which famous battle was fought 50 miles north of Tangiers in the Atlantic? C, on the 2nd of October, 1805 was Trafalgar, as in Trafalgar Square, obviously. Born 1988 in London, the comedian who played Alfie Wickers, who was the worst teacher ever to grace the British education system, that was Jack Whitehall. Yeah, Julius knew that. Number 4, born in 1650, John Churchill was better known to historians as the Duke of Marlborough, one of the orange properties and Monopoly, so that's Marlborough. Number 5, also the orange set. The Radio 2 DJ sandwiched in between Ken Bruce and Steve Wright is Jeremy Vine, as in Vine Street. Number 6, the English town that was infamously targeted on the 14th of November 1940 was Coventry, as in Coventry Street. The famous literary spy. I don't know about you, I only know one literary spy. And the answer is, Julius? No, okay. James Bond. The story was that Ian Fleming was writing about a spy, and he was searching for the name, couldn't think of the right name, and he happened to have a bird book. I think it was called Birds of the West Indies or something, and it's by somebody called James Bond. This happened to be on the spine of the book, and Ian Fleming was looking around and thought, that sounds good. So that's where the name James Bond comes from. It comes from the fact that Ian Fleming had a knockout. Please. Thanks. Yeah, I know. So don't jump around. Number 8, the city described by Matthew Arnold as the sweet city with the dreaming spires is Oxford, as in Oxford Street. Number 9, in which city can you find 2 18-foot high metal birds called Bella and Bertie? Ken Benson, if you get this wrong, you deserve shooting. It's Liverpool. Those are the liver birds. Apparently, they're called Bella and Bertie. One of them looks inland, one of them looks out to sea, and they're 18 foot high. So the liver birds are called Bella and Bertie, and the answer is Liverpool.
I knew that.
And Julius knew that. And number 10, the famous game was, of course, Monopoly. So please give yourself whatever marks you need for that. Right. So what are the scores? Yeah, Ken's saying, calm down, calm down. Yeah, very good. Okay, so music round as follows. Question 1 was It Must Be Love.
Hold on, go back.
Oh.
Number the answer's number
Oh,
6.
sorry, go back.
And 5.
Right, sorry, we want some repeats on the answers. Number 6 and 5. Number 5 was Jeremy Vine. He is the Radio 2 DJ in between Ken Bruce and Steve Wright.
Number 6.
6, the English town bombed, was Coventry.
7.
Any more?
7.
7. The famous literary spy was James Bond.
I think maybe number 10.
Number 10. Number 10 was Monopoly. That was the game that was originally based on Atlantic City.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Okay, so back to the music. So the first one, It Must Be Love. Number 2, Turn Around. It's Total Eclipse of the Heart, Bonnie Tyler. Number 3, that's Tiny Dancer, Elton John, or something approximating Tiny Dancer by Elton John.
David is saying 8 and 10. I don't know, they're delayed. I think on the last round.
What's that, 8 and 10?
10, just in case.
All right. 8 and 10 on the last round, just quickly. 8 and 10. 8 was
8 and 9, sorry.
8 was Oxford, 9 was Liverpool.
Okay,
They were the answers. Right. So number 3 on the music round was Tiny Dancer, Elton John, or something a bit like it. This one wasn't very good either. None of them were very good. But number 4 went a bit like this. And that was Trying to Be Money, Money, Money by ABBA. So if you've got money, 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 you get a point. Number 5. I like that bit at the end. That was Sometimes by Erasure. So a bit different to the others, but yeah, Sometimes. I hope you got that, Rue. Number 6, you must have got this. Ian, if you didn't get it, that's terrible, because I know you've done it on karaoke down in Widmouth Bay in about 1993, and it was rubbish. So that was Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush. So Wuthering Heights was number 6. Number 9, Liverpool, Soma. The answer to number 9 was Liverpool. Going on with the music. So number 6 was Wuthering Heights. Number 7. That was Jealous Guy, originally by Jen, and Roxy Music obviously did it as well. So that was Jealous Guy. Number 8. That's Easy by the Commodores. So Easy is the answer. Number 9. That is Alone by Heart. And number 10. Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, or trying to sound like Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. So to recap, they were number 1, It Must Be Love. Number 2, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Number 3, Tiny Dancer. Number 4, Money, Money, Money. Number 5, Sometimes. Number 6, Wuthering Heights. Number 7, Jealous Guy. Number 8, Easy. Number 9, Alone. Number 10, Living on a Prayer. So if you can write down those answers and give me your total out of 40, we should be able to work out who is getting the best scores. So you give us scores out of 40s. Kenny Benson, early responder. You're a bit like Sunderland in the elections. Not very good, but very early. So 26 out of 40. Well done, Kenny. Steve, that's strong. Steve and Jane, my sister. That's 30 out of 40. That's very strong. Joe Gravestock, 22. Alison, 28 out of 40. Matt, you let yourself down a bit there, mate. But thanks for doing it. Ian, 25 out of 4 times, but not erasure.
How
I think
many? 32 out of 40.
Right, to Catherine, you don't need to get erasure because that wasn't erasure. That was not even really sounded like erasure. And there were some that were covered by different people, so you don't need to say the name of the band. If you put Sometimes, you get a point. Jim, 29 out of 40, pretty good. Susie, 24 out of 40. Toby, 32 out of 40. Emily, I assume you were collaborating there. Emily and Toby, 32 out of 40. Mike, 21 and a half. Lawrence, 18. David, you had connection problems there, I'm sure. Jamie, 19. Joe, 22. Jim Bob, late to the party, I'm afraid. So you got 14, but started in round 3. You can prorata that if you like. But anyway, Pram, 12. Okay. The erasure one was very difficult. I guess you need to know erasure. And Mark, you beat Pram, so that's good. 27. So Catherine, 27 out of 40. Jane, 22. Okay, that's good. So the winners. Who do we think the winners are?
Well, it would look like the Gibbons are strong.
The Gibbons are strong. I need to scroll up. So
James.
Emily,
Jim
32.
Jim, 29 out of 40.
What did Jane and Steve get?
They got 30. 40, I think. And then
right. So I think at the moment it's.
I think it's the Gibbons. The funky Gibbons.
Right, and so the winners, I think this is fair to say, or in second place, I think second place is Jane and Steve.
Yay.
I can't work out who's third.
Third place, I think it's Jim on 29.
Okay, so third place, Jim Freeman and Rue. Rue, I hope you got Sometimes. Second place, Jane and Steve, my sister and Steve. And then first place from Newbury, it's the Gibbon family, notably Toby and Emily.
Cock and Andy.
Well, yeah, Catherine and Andy. I think it's mainly the kids, though. I don't want to give Andy too much credit. But yes, well done, family effort. The Gibbons are the inaugural winners of the quizVID-19 quiz. And so with that, I hope you enjoyed that.
Do it again.
Yeah, well done. We may do it again. If we do, we'll post a link and let you all know. Night, and night from Julius. Bye.
Julius.
That was funny.